welcome to an all-new Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed, and of course
I'm your boy Cameo.
Yeah, I just mentioned Camilton. He's my co-host. Are you preparing for a snowstorm? Is that what's up with your goggles there?
Mm-hmm. Got to be prepared.
I mean, looking out my window right now, there's a blizzard. So
yeah, it's so crazy. We have a a Razor scooter that's laying over in our backyard,
right?
And it's like covered in snow now.
Like
this is historical
from top to bottom
snow event.
It's covered in snow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty crazy, Cameo. Pretty crazy weather.
Snow.
Yeah, it's like right now I think the temps are 6 degrees maybe here. And it's funny because like I know people that are up north and they're like, ha 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 ha. That's just every day here. But it's like, well, we don't live there for a reason because we don't want to be 6 degrees with the water to the pipes frozen in like my shower, my back shower. So I had to go upstairs to shower today.
Well, at least you showered.
So yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. It just is like I didn't really want to have to, I didn't want to have to get dressed. So I just ran through the house naked.
I'm in the back bedroom, and it has a sink in it. The sink's not. I think the pipes are frozen, and I have heaters everywhere in there right now.
Yeah, and
it hasn't unthawed yet, so I'm kind of scared that those might burst anytime soon.
Well, I've got a heater here in the studio because this is the first. I think this is the first show from the actual studio, right? I think so. I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I've got a little heater here, and it gets it gets real warm, and I'm like, ooh, too warm heater, and then it's like too cold now. So it's vanilla ice, too cold.
I have a customer in Montreal, Canada.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he's 6'4", and he was saying that I don't know if it was this week or last week. He was saying that he wasn't able to see over the pile of snow. So yeah. I mean, if you're 6'4" and can't see over the snowbank, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and
you got a lot of snow.
It's not just here. So a lot of people having to deal with this. Did you see like the big pileups down in Fort Worth?
Yeah, over 130 cars.
Oh my gosh! At first I was like, man, how did they not see that? And then I was driving down the highway the other day, and I was like, oh, I could see how if everybody hit just a bunch of black ice right now, it'd be over. It'd be over.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if you saw any of the videos, but there is this FJ Cruiser that I saw, and I want to say maybe 2 cars after the FJ Cruiser smashed, a semi just piled through them. Like, I mean, it was so bad. Like the FJ Cruiser is like an accordion, dude. Like it just smashed together along with like 4 or 5 other cars. And man, I was like, whew, I'm so glad that, cause I have a buddy that works in Dallas, and I'm so glad that he wasn't, a part of that. He said he usually takes the highway, but he took the back roads that day. So
ooh, yeah, and some of those back roads though, it's like you don't know where if anybody's been driving down them, then you might hit some black ice just on there. So
yeah. Speaking
of black ice, I'm drinking see-through Mountain Dew.
Nice.
They should really make like they're a see-through Mountain Dew. They didn't. They did like Crystal Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
And nobody wanted that trash.
It was garbage.
I remember drinking it. I didn't think it was horrible.
Oh no, it was garbage. I remember back in the 90s when they first brought it out, and I was like, who would drink? This is disgusting.
Yeah.
And then I saw it like maybe a couple years back. It was like the throwback label with obviously Crystal Pepsi on it. Stop flipping me off, man. It's not cool.
I'm warming my hands.
That's a weird way of doing it, Brad. It's a weird way of doing it. Flipping me off.
Giving you the stone cold The Stone
Dang,
Cold
man, I didn't know
salute.
you like Crystal Pepsi that much.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. You don't talk about Crystal Pepsi. It's the taste of a new generation or something. I don't know. I just remember it also had that Van Halen song.
Oh yeah.
And that's like the only
remember.
Van Halen song that doesn't make me want to like go up on top of my studio and jump off. every other Van Halen song, I just
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. What about you? It's bad, you know. It's sad that I'm saying that because we lost Eddie Van Halen not that long ago, but I was just
Right.
never a fan. I'm sorry. They're like the Foo Fighters now. They're Jort Rock to me.
Jort Rock. At first, I was like, "What is a Jort?" And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Did you see the
know
picture
what
I
that is now.
posted of John Cena in his
Yeah.
jorts? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "What is that?" Then I saw his shorts, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Yeah. Like comfortable, cooler back in the day. You
Yeah.
know?
I remember rocking those in middle school and high school.
Of course you did. You and Blake Griffin.
Oh,
But
man. Good
yeah,
times.
nah, those are out now, my friend. At least in public. You wear whatever at your house. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't wear that out in
Yeah, no jorts.
out in public.
Look, I'm wearing this out in public though.
That's hot, dude. You want to see my shirt?
Yeah.
It's not as cool as yours, but it is as cool as yours because my wife got it for me. It's a Nickelodeon.
Nice. Long sleeve.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good
Oh.
with your glasses too. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you were able to match.
Next show, I'm gonna show you my most awesome TMNT jacket.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got
Next show.
A new jacket?
Yes.
Oh.
It's so dope, dude.
Was it
It's so
did you
dope.
get it off the website that I showed you?
No.
Because they had some cool
It's a
ones too.
But this one's pretty cool, dude. I like it. I was gonna say let me go get it, but I mean we are in the middle of the show.
Yeah, Cameo. Yeah, come on. Be prepared. As prepared as we can be.
Right.
Okay, so we got some nerd updates, right? And I think
Let's do it.
Look at that. Look at that behind you. Nerd update. Oh yeah, we have music too, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not the right music, but we'll go with it this week. We'll change it up. How about that? We'll just kind of
Let's do that.
yeah, it's a nerd update. First, should we
You
start?
can't fit us into a box, man.
Yeah.
Don't fit us
Nobody
into a
puts
box.
nerdies in a corner. So Cameo. First off, I
Yeah.
want to ask you: have you seen the Zack Snyder trailer? Because it came out today.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. I love it.
You loved it? You loved the trailer?
I loved it in the sense that it kind of got me excited to see the movie again.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched the oh my goodness, the Joss Whedon version in like a year.
Right.
So I can't really. I mean, I remember the majority of the movie and the premise of it, but like I don't like. This is going to go see a whole new movie. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Though.
I'm kind. That's what I'm excited for. It's like, you know, it's a new movie, a new nerd movie, and basically kind of starting over a little bit,
Yeah.
but not really.
Yeah.
Like you know how like when you write something down on a paper with a pencil, and then you erase it, but you still see what you erased.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Right.
Like, oh, okay.
Right.
Well, it's kind of new. I fixed it a little bit.
Yeah.
but
And
we'll
so
see what happens.
with all of that being said, I don't know, man. Like I saw new stuff, I think that kind of looked cool, but I'm just like the original layout of the whole story, even when Joss Whedon got in there and did his little thing, I just don't know that it was going to be good to begin with. So
Yeah.
I guess the coolest part of the trailer though, to me, was the end, the very end. So you see the Joker, you see Jared Leto, and like we had talked about, he doesn't have the tattoos. He has longer hair. And what does he say? He says something to Batman about
Honor isn't like what it used to be in the distant past or something.
yeah.
Like that, or like it used to. I can't.
Yeah,
remember.
he said we've seen that, or we both seen
Yeah.
that, haven't we, Batman, or something like that. Yeah. So
and it looked like he might be helping him.
I think based off of different things I've seen with the Joker, I think he's going to make a deal with Darkseid, and I think that's more in the character of Joker with things that we've seen. I think he even did that in the Harley animated series. Like he ended up, I think he made a deal with Darkseid. I can't remember now, but so maybe when Bruce Wayne, Batman, is saying, maybe he's confronting the Joker, like, how could you do that, to humankind? And he's like, honor isn't what it used to be, my man.
Yeah.
It's a new world.
And,
where
the thing is, Joker does not care. He doesn't care about anything or anyone.
He does, though. I mean, he cares about Batman, or else and only to kind of like, he kind of keeps him around as his play toy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but he cares.
Is that really caring though?
Not like he doesn't care for his well-being necessarily as much as but he's not a nihilist, I don't believe, in the fact that, he would say, well, if Batman dies, he dies. He wants him to live so that they can torment each other. I feel like, in a way, you're right. He doesn't care. Like he pretty much is looking out for him though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, so you are right though. You are right that he doesn't care. He's not,
like always.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But it's just, nuanced, I guess.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I really enjoyed, seeing a little bit more of Aquaman and what's his name? Ray Fisher.
Cyborg.
Yeah. And I'm kind of sad that, this is going to be his last hurrah.
Yeah.
So I think that's another reason, because I like Cyborg since Teen Titans.
Right.
The first animated series. Again, if you're just now tuning in, I'm not a huge DC fan, and I'm pretty sure there's tons of other great Cyborg stories out there, but I was introduced to him in Teen Titans, the animated show, and I loved him. And I loved him ever since. But so seeing him go at the end of this is kind of heartbreaking for me.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess we can move on to our next topic. I kind of set these out because A, it's the only things I've unpacked so far, but B, we got a little Lucasfilm news, maybe not the good kind. There she is. Gina Carano, right?
Yeah.
What else was she in before this? Do you know?
She was in Haywire. That was like her, I want to say her first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And dang, she's been in some other things too that I can't remember. But obviously, those action flicks. I think she was in one of the Expandables movies. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, really? Though. Really? Was she?
I think.
Was she
or that was Ronda Rousey.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't think I knew much about her till Mandalorian.
Oh, she was in Fast and Furious 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. So, she no longer works for Lucasfilm.
She was in Deadpool. The first one.
Was she?
Yeah. She was Ajax's right hand man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I forgot about that. So I had seen her before Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Okay. So she got fired though, because she made some references on Twitter, kind of referencing the fact that the treatment of conservatives right now and cancel culture was kind of like that, of the Nazis and, the way that people were treated by the Nazis. And, we're not going to get into all the political stuff about all that because it comes on the heels of another story not too long ago where she, I think, was kind of diminishing the pandemic, maybe is how I would put that. Or the masking or the shutting down of things and all that. So, the thing that I would say is she has a right to her opinions for sure. Mm-hmm. But Disney, LucasFilm, everybody involved has a right to say who they want representing their brand.
That is true. But I don't know if you said this, but it wasn't just that. She had said something about, oh my goodness. She said something about Jewish people and the Holocaust. And oh my goodness, I can't remember what she said verbatim, but it had to do something like it didn't happen or it was fake. I
hadn't seen that part of it
or something. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But yeah, finish what you were trying to say.
Well, and again, we live in a country where if you want to say that, you're allowed to say it, and a lot of people are getting upset saying that she's being canceled unfairly. But again, when you are a corporation like Disney and you're making money hand over fist, you don't want anything to jeopardize that. And you don't want to exclude an audience and whatnot, And so I feel like they would have rather that she just kind of kept those views to herself. But it's a fine line. It is a fine line between, allowing people to say freely what they think and then also saying, well, that crosses the line to hate speech. So there's something that needs to be done about it in that case.
Yeah. So LucasFilms on their social media, they said Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrated people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable.
And see, what I think though is, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Here we go. This is what it was for. Okay. She shared a post on social media implying that being a Republican today is like being Jewish during the Holocaust.
Right.
So I was wrong in what I was saying, but it did have to do with Jewish people and the Holocaust.
Right. Like I was saying, she's saying that they're being treated like the Nazis treated the Jewish people. You see what I mean?
Which is no comparison.
Yeah. It isn't. It isn't in the same. Here's the thing.
It's not even in the same boat.
No, it's not. If I'll give them any credence to any kind of arguments that people make like this, is that there was little stuff that chipped away, until it was the big stuff. And so we don't want to see that kind of thing happen. But the thing is we're talking about people who are not getting what they want. We're not talking about people who are oppressed.
Right.
There's a big difference. There's a huge difference.
Huge difference.
And that's my contention with a lot of things going on right now. So, and again,
that almost kind of like make me feel when what's his name? Kanye West was on TMZ and he said black people chose slavery or something along those lines. It's like, are you serious? Like, did those words just come out of your mouth?
Right.
So, like you said, she was slowly digging herself a hole. And then, when she compared Republicans to Jewish people in the Holocaust, that was the final dig. And they were like, okay, well, you're gone on this one.
Well, and I was going to say, if Kanye wasn't independently wealthy, but I think he's finally said enough that he's got fired now from the Kardashians, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think he's done.
So that's what I'm saying. It's all about representing the brand.
Yes.
Yes.
And the funny thing is with my job, working in Stanley Security, we got an email, and it was kind of funny because it was right before her getting fired. Actually, I think it was last week. Because she got fired Wednesday, and I think it was the week prior to that. They were like, so whatever you say on social media, because it was during like the whole Trump trial and all of that crazy stuff. So they were like, just so you know, whatever you say on social media is linked directly to us.
Right. Right.
It's in your contract. So whatever you say can be held accountable to the company. And if you do say something that is very wrong and hurtful, be prepared. And they didn't say you're going to get fired, and they didn't say be prepared, but that's how I read it. Like, yeah, things will happen.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things like I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Like I'm just ready to move on. And I feel like if the current president does as good of a job as people are hoping he does, then we'll be okay and everybody will be fine. And it'll be okay. So it's on him now. The old president is the old president now. So let's move on. Let's criticize the new president when he doesn't do what he needs to do, because that's what they all need it, right?
Everybody needs constructive criticism. I mean, nobody's perfect.
So. What I'm saying is we're not going to sit here and say because of one party or another, we wouldn't find issue if there was an issue to be found. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're fair. So, so she also, I guess there's like some kind of right-wing media company. I think I want to say it was owned by a guy named Ben Shapiro, but I could be wrong because I'm not looking at it right in front of me. Our good buddy Chris Stums, I think I butchered his last name just now.
No, I think you said it right.
Oh, okay. I think he sent it to me actually on Facebook, and I saw it somewhere else. And I was telling him, I was like, I just don't think that movie's going to be any good, whatever it is, because just generally based on those small kind of film productions that put out movies like the Kirk Cameron movies or whatever. What were those?
I know what you're talking about.
Left Behind and stuff. I didn't watch them, so I could be wrong, but the quality, it just doesn't look like something I want to watch. You see what I mean? And not because of the content. I mean, I don't have any problem with that. I think I've read some of those books. My mom gave them to me a long time ago, and they were interesting. But she's probably going to fade into anonymity at this point. If that's the way it's going to go from now on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that people love to say what they say. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I know there's some things that I want to say that I know would get me fired from anywhere. But it's not always, not to get, preachy or anything like that. But I mean, it does say in the Bible, look out for others before yourself. So make sure that you're not stepping on anybody's toes, and you'll be fine. And that's what I don't understand. When you see everybody gets the same news wherever you're at, you see something on the news that, let's say a student from a university says the N-word freely. Well, you know what? They get kicked out of school. It's going to be hard for them to get to another university because they're tied with, being a racist, and no school wants to be a part of that. So it's kind of like, you got to be careful what you say, because you're not, it's not a what's the word? It's not in a small, it's not in a small area.
Oh yeah.
You're a star.
Yeah.
You're a star. So it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And all these other people getting fired, getting kicked out of places because they're saying racial slurs or being derogatory or all this other stuff. And it's like, come on now. Do you think you're different because you're a superstar?
Right.
No.
See, the thing that I see too, though, is basically she's making like them out to be martyrs, right? That they're being persecuted. and then she gets fired for that, and then it's like that just stirs it up to where people are like, that's exactly what she was talking about, right?
Right.
So,
and you know, again, watch what you're saying.
Yeah.
Even if you want to say they're pansies, they're paying you. They're paying your way to live.
Right. They don't have to. They don't have to.
Exactly. They'll go find somebody else or write your character out. Yes, Cara Dune was an amazing character on the show, but was she Luke Skywalker? No. Was she Darth Vader? No.
Now, she was supposed to get her own show. She was supposed to, but that's obviously not happening now.
Which is fine with me. Like, I mean,
yeah,
I liked her in The Mandalorian, but like you want to, you know, say the coronavirus is fake. It's not. I've had a couple of people that I know die from it. So it's just like, it's not fake. It's real. Masks do help. I mean, science is science, y'all.
Well, yeah. And you know, here's the thing.
Oh, I thought you froze. Saw me.
You froze for just a second, but that's okay.
Okay.
The thing is, like I said, it doesn't offend me when she says these things because I don't really care about what she has to say. Now, I don't listen to her podcast. You know, like for if anybody's like, well, why should anybody care what you have to say? Well, you're listening to our podcast, so hopefully you care.
Right.
Hopefully you do.
Exactly.
We want you to.
Exactly.
But I don't care about what she has to say. I like her character, or I liked her playing the character on Mandalorian. But again, I can live without her, you know. I thought if they ever made a Xena Warrior Princess again, she'd be a good one.
Oh yeah.
But
other
than that, I mean, okay, she gone. She gone.
Yeah. And you know, the funny thing is too, the way that Hollywood is, she can be back. I mean, I know LucasFilms can say, you know, we don't plan on hiring her back, and that's fine. But look at James Gunn. His tweets that were very, very wrong.
Yeah, they were offensive. They were offensive.
Okay, so James Gunn, he's back from back for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Right.
And then Megan Fox, who basically, I don't know what it is with superstars and women, because this is 2 times that a woman has brought up the Holocaust and Jewish people. Because when Megan Fox got fired from the Transformers films, she was like, what's his name? Who directed it?
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay is like a Nazi or whatever, and so it's just like, and she got hired back to do another movie of his, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Yeah. So I mean, people can be mad, but you also got to look at the history of all this stuff. She can be back,
right?
So
true, but I can see why though people would be upset, saying, "Hey, you're comparing this to something that was horrible, terrible. Mm-hmm. Your life isn't in danger. Your life isn't in jeopardy. Your family isn't in jeopardy." You know,
right?
But they think that, you know, maybe this is the first step. So I can see in a little bit of a way people wanting to protect free speech, but again, that doesn't absolve you of any repercussions when your speech is directed, you know, at certain races or, you know, stuff like that. So.
Right.
Cameo, what was our next?
And I'm not sure that I like her looking at my bum though.
Yeah. So she is kind of just checking out your bum this whole segment.
HR.
Yeah.
Look at her.
You're going to get her fired from the Nerdz to Men show too.
Gina.
Yeah.
I'm married.
Yeah. She don't care.
Right.
What was our next nerd update, Cameo? We got all into this. This was
I know. This was a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't remember what was the other one.
I think that was maybe that was the big 2.
I think that was it.
Yeah. Usually, usually I like to do things in 3s. That's like, I don't know why. It's the natural rule of things, I think. But
yeah.
We just have the 2 today. So let's move on, because our next topic is one that last week we just couldn't wait to talk about. This week, I don't know how you feel. You were like a little bit You weren't so excited about. Oh no, not that.
This one?
No.
Not that one?
No, that's next. WandaVision, though. WandaVision episode 6, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So in this episode, we get a little bit more. Where'd you go? You're disappearing on me.
I'm just showing everybody the photos.
You got to watch the videos of these, or else you're gonna be like, "What are they even doing?" But anyway,
right.
So we get to see a little bit more of the X-Men Pietro, Quicksilver, and one very first thing that stuck out to me. Okay, so I called you about this too when I was watching the last episode, and he shows
episode
up.
5.
Yes, he shows up at the door towards the end, right? And I immediately looked over to my wife like this and was like, "Holy shnikes! Holy shnikes!" I wasn't saying shnikes. I missed a part. Where Kat Dennings' character, what's her name again?
I couldn't tell you.
Kat Dennings.
Darcy.
Marcy Darcy. That's Married with Children cameo. So, but she says she recast Pietro, right?
Right.
So I didn't catch that one last time so we were kind of talking about a few things that I think that changes my mind on just a couple of things. So, but in this episode, she's kind of like, why do you look different? Right.
Oh, her name is Darcy Lewis.
Darcy. Okay. Nice. Good call, Cameo. But she's
I knew
like,
it was something with Darcy in it.
Yeah. But she's like, why do you look different? And I think like they even have like a little bit different kind of dynamic because he's trying to be like, all cis, and like, And I feel like she's just not connecting to him, right?
Yeah. Well, because I kind of see it as, and I stole this from somebody, but I also see it because you remember in most sitcoms where they change one of the characters.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah.
And this could mean that there still is a multiverse that the X-Men are being brought into.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. But also she or everybody in the dome or in the hex has her memories. Each person that has come out of the hex or brought out of the her story, they all were like, it hurts, it's painful, because that's all of this is coming from a hurt place.
Right.
She's alone. She doesn't have anybody. Vision was there before Infinity War. Before that, it was her and her brother. So basically they're chalking it up to we're basing it off of a sitcom, and this is, we're changing the character because, he's dead, even though she brought back Vision. And so I think that's what they're doing. Like, how they did with Aunt Viv on Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
That was a huge
Three's Company.
Huge. Three's a Company. Yep.
Was it Don Knotts first or did Don Knotts come second? I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah. But yeah, there's Becky on Roseanne. They changed her and then changed her back. Like she's the original Becky now, but yeah, lots of times that they've done that. Or in Family Matters, didn't they just take like the little girl, like didn't they just phase her out completely where she disappeared?
I think so.
Yeah. It kind of hit me different when I was thinking about, she just recast him. Okay, well, of course they used the other guy from the X-Men movies, but that doesn't really kind of like open it up to me like I was hoping it would. Yeah. Now it does. Well, it does say that like, okay, they're at least willing to give us that guy, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
And the thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was just going to say it doesn't mean to me that like, we can expect others.
Right. And I was going to say that, Yeah, like piggybacking off what you're saying, but also too, it means that there's still a multiverse.
Right.
Because again, you go back to what I was saying earlier, everybody that's in there has her memories. So whatever he is blocking, like any childhood trauma or whatever, like he brought up whenever the kids, well, his nephews woke him up and all that fun stuff. Whatever they were talking about, I forgot, I don't know if it was talking about Halloween or what, but she was like, yeah, I don't think that's how it happened. And
Right.
he was like, yeah, it's probably you suppressing all the childhood trauma or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do think that this is the real Quicksilver from the X-Men.
Right. She just has the other brother's memories in him because it's her memories.
Right.
I like it. I like it.
I still think that that's what it is. And if it's not, I mean, hey, no worries. I'm glad we got the better Pietro. That's all I got to say.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it might just be a one-shot deal that they did to just excite us about WandaVision. And hey, I'm excited. Like I say, once it turned that corner, I've really enjoyed every episode so far. Even and you said you didn't like this one. I really enjoyed it still. I loved how they had the old costumes for Halloween.
Yes.
The two boys, the one has,
as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah. The one has the Quicksilver powers and the other has more of like
his mom's.
Yeah, but does she also able to read people's thoughts and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. So
yeah, she's a telepath, telekinetic, and what's the other thing?
So is her dad really Professor X, or is there like some Mari stuff that needs to go on here? You know, like Magneto, why does your kid have Professor X's powers? Like,
Well, I will say this. Magneto was a Rolling Stone, so
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he probably would be on Maury. Because if people don't really know the whole story, what's his name? Magneto up and left his kids, and they were just out there in the streets. Not really, but you know.
Yeah. 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 God, what a deadbeat.
Right?
Magneto's a deadbeat. That's sad because Magneto's one of my faves. But now I'm looking at him. Now I'm looking at him in a different way, you know? Like, take care of your kids, man.
Right?
Take care of your kids. I just saw them like eating fish for Halloween or something. What was it?
Right?
Man.
That's nasty.
Dang. But so yeah, I like that. And then Vision, he kind of he starts going out to like the edge of the hex.
Yeah.
Because he's noticed. And it was weird, like as he went further out, like it was kind of like The Sims, I think. Like some of the people they were there for dressing, but they weren't really moving around. Which is weird too. Like, so why were they at like half speed? Are they operating on like her energy or something?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. The closer you get to the center, is where all the activity is going.
Or would it just be where like, so if she had gone out there, would they have like livened up and, come to? Is it like
possibly
just wherever, she is basically?
Yeah. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Because there's another thing that Quicksilver said whenever he was like, wow, he was like, there's a lot of kids here.
Yeah.
He was like, there wasn't before. So like, what changed? Did you not want to traumatize them or however you said it? But yeah, because there was a lot of kids. I would say a lot. There was more kids towards the outskirts of the city, of the town square or whatever. And so it was funny how he brought that out, and basically her powers aren't really affecting him like it is Vision and everybody else that's in the hex.
Yeah. Well, and then like there was showing like one of the families, they were raising something up like decorations or something, but they were perpetually stuck there. And like one of the ladies was crying. And so, you know, I know that you said that they're also feeling Wanda's sadness, but I think that like it's physically painful for them too. Which, man, like that, it kind of, so it's like, it's illustrating that this isn't just Wanda's little paradise. There are people who are actually being hurt and paying the cost.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever like held their arm up and for a long time.
Oh yeah.
That woman, I mean, I'm pretty sure she was crying because it was hurt.
You're right.
Doing this
yeah. We used to in wrestling back in junior high, they'd put us like, we'd have to sit with our backs up against the wall. Like we were sitting.
Oh, those chair sits.
Yeah. Oh, that was terrible.
I hated those.
That was horrible. So yeah, it would be painful. And so Vision, he comes across Agnes and basically it kind of puts her right for a minute. And it's just, again, everybody there is hostages. And so he takes off and he's going to go ahead and break through the hex. Well, because he's having a difficult time getting through, it's like breaking him apart. One of the kids picks up on it, the one that has the telekinesis, Kyle.
Yeah, that's Wiccan. His
Wiccan?
comic name is Wiccan. And then
dang, what an evil little name.
Right. And then the brother with the speed powers is Speed.
Quicken. Oh.
Quicken. That would be kind of funny.
Yeah. Quicken and Quicken. Why didn't they go that way? Stupid.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Come on, Marvel.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Ask me. I would have given you all kinds of great ideas. So yeah. So they alert their mother, who is like, oh, there's a breach.
Right.
But instead, like, she starts pushing the hex out. Yeah. Ooh, scary Wanda.
Right.
So hot. Anyway, want to touch the hiney.
I love that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you don't catch that reference, it's Billy Madison.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. If you don't catch that reference, what are you doing here?
Right.
But yeah. So stop this show. Go watch Billy Madison and come back.
Right.
Nah, finish this and then go watch Billy Madison. But yeah. So she goes on the attack. And everybody like abandons Kat, right? Darcy. Okay.
Darcy. Yeah.
Yeah. They abandon her because she's trying to stop them as they're, she wanted to go help Vision as he's trying to come through. And the guy there, the sword guy, he handcuffs her to the Jeep. And then when they see the hex start coming towards everybody's like, I'm bouncing, and they leave her there. And I don't really know what happened to her. Did she get eaten up by it, or did she get transformed? Because everything, like once it was going across new things, it was turning them into like old time cars or like carnival type stuff, you know, for this new world that she's created. What happened to Darcy? Did she make it through? Did she become somebody else, or did they leave that open to next week?
They didn't show what she was.
Okay.
But, she is now in the hex. So
is she going to have powers now?
I don't know,
because we are suspecting that, is it Monica Rambeau?
Yeah.
That maybe she has like some kind of powers now because she's been through the hex, and we saw that it rearranges your stuff.
Yeah, I think with Monica Rambeau is that I'm not sure how the the Infinity Stone, because we know Captain Marvel, Brie Larson's character, got her powers from the Infinity Stone. So I'm not sure if that puts off any type of radiation, or if we, like, let's say Captain Marvel 2 shows Monica Rambeau grow a little bit older, and she gets infected with something. I mean, I don't know. We'll see whenever Captain Marvel 2 comes out. But I think whatever happens in that movie and her and Wanda rewriting reality and then her being shot out of the hex, or maybe, going in and out of the hex is what's causing it.
Yeah. Right.
Who knows? Maybe, once Wanda, or if Wanda snaps out of all of this, everything goes back to normal, except for the people that went in and out of the hex.
Right.
So we'll see.
Well, we got 3 more episodes. Because, I mean, that's pretty much where it left us, right? It was kind of on the cliffhanger after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but she did kind of get into it with her brother, right? Because he was kind of, can't remember if did he say something about Vision, or I can't remember, but she ended up like,
he was like, it's not like
getting in a physical altercation. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So there's definitely some friction there between her and her brother. That's interesting. So he wasn't the X-Men we were looking for, Cameo, in my opinion. And we've heard a lot of talk, and I feel like when there's a lot of talk, there's when there's smoke, there's fire. Are you still expecting a different X-Men to show up, or do you think he was the one that they were alluding to?
I saw something that who it could be, and I feel like there's 2 different people that I think it could be, other than Quicksilver, if it wasn't just Quicksilver. Either Beast is what I saw on YouTube, and then the other one I'm thinking could be Forge. Why would they put Forge
right.
in this show? I don't know. Forge is huge, big time X-Men. I mean, he is, but not somebody to be like, oh, that's Forge. I mean, comic book people would know who it is, but if you're just watching WandaVision because you watched all of the Marvel movies and that's where you started and you didn't do anything else, nobody's going to really know who that is. But yeah, with I think it could be Forge if it's another X-Men, because he's also an inventor. He's an engineer, I should say. That's his like mutant powers.
Yeah.
He creates a whole bunch of stuff. So that could be him. I mean, I don't know.
Interesting.
But it could also be Beast, since he built the Blackbird. So
okay. I still think we do. I would put your money on your next paycheck on that we see Reed Richards.
I mean, I'll say this. That
your
could
paycheck.
Not my paycheck, your paycheck. I would say you're right, due to the fact that they kept quiet Luke Skywalker all of season 2. Hush, like they kept it quiet the whole time. So for a whole year, when they were doing production up until the final episode, we didn't know.
Right.
So
that's why they can do
I think John Krasinski could be everybody wants him to be Reed Richards. I think he could be it. So
all right, well,
I mean, I don't think you're wrong. But if it is an X-Men, I think that more than likely it will be Beast or Forge.
We got 3 more episodes, Cameo. So
yeah.
Now on the last Nerds to Men, this is embarrassing. Did we talk about the Captain or the Winter Soldier and Falcon? Or had we already recorded it?
I think we briefly touched on it. Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure, just because I'd only watched it, like I'd only tuned into the Super Bowl for like 10 minutes and just happened to see that trailer during that time. So I was like, yes, I was fortunate. And I believe that is the very next. Yeah. That is the next show, right? After this one.
Right.
So keep them coming.
Yeah, it comes out March 19th.
Oh, that's so nice.
Right. Because I feel like what they're doing is WandaVision, the Falcon and Winter Soldier. If Black Widow doesn't get pushed back again, it's going to be that movie, then the Loki movie, then I think Venom, Maximum Carnage, or There Will Be Carnage, whatever it's called. And then, later on we'll get the Spider-Man movie. So it's going to be pretty jam-packed with a whole bunch of Marvel stuff. And I'm so excited.
Very nice. Me too. And then, of course, hearkening back to what we were talking about earlier, we also get the Snyder Cut in March. So
yep.
I can't wait for next month.
And coming to America too.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I think that we should wrap that up then. That was WandaVision episode 6. We got 7, 8, and 9 coming. On the 9th episode, we're going to do a watch along. So we've determined, right?
Be ready for that.
Yeah. Which you can see a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing, like watch alongs, different kind of things. We're going to put it up on our Patreon page. So that's patreon.com/dopepods, where you can go, you can get like this podcast Cameo. When we're done, I'm just going to throw it up there unedited, like boom, you get it right now. And then they don't have to wait. So they pay $5. They can hear the uncut, unedited, the pure cut of Nerds to Men.
That's right.
Then you'll also get, like I said, some exclusive stuff, and there's other podcasts. So it's not just us. There's the Me and Mine show with Simply Sheba. She also does O City to Yo City, which spotlights like local artists and stuff. And then Mike Stevens, he has Chillin' with Mike the Comedian. So you'll find that stuff on our patreon.com/dopepods. The first tier starts off at $5. So if you're like, hey, I want to help them keep the lights on, I want to help them, be able to afford microphones and cords and, all the stuff so that they can bring me this high quality entertainment, comedy, all of that. Just, float us $5. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
You will always have access to our shows for free. They might have ads in them, or they might, you might not be able to get all the exclusive stuff. So that's a good reason to say, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and kick in over at patreon.com/dopepods.
Yeah. And also too, me and Brad are talking about merch as well. So yeah, we're going to be doing some cool things. So if you want to join our Patreon account, that would one, and two, we're gonna make you look fly.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Yeah, you can look dope. Listen to all these dope pods.
Right?
Yeah. All right, so we got some PandemPicks before we get out of here. This one was on HBO Max, just released. It's another one of the HBO Max movies that Warner Brother movies that opens in theaters and HBO Max the same day. Cameo, the theaters around Oklahoma are all gone under, like most of them. Don't sue me if you're a theater around here, because I'm not trying to put you out of business early. But like, I know at least the one that I was super excited about, the one in Midwest City. Yeah, it's up for auction now. And you want to kick in, like, okay, maybe we should make a Patreon tier where you kick in like $100,000 and you're part owner of our theater.
Awesome theater.
Yeah. Do that. So I don't know.
We're gonna call it Nerd Cinema.
Yeah, I would like
everything, pop culture, all of that.
Yeah, I haven't looked to see like, okay, how did this movie do in the theaters? But everybody I know was watching it at home this weekend. Did we say the name of the movie already? Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yes.
Do you know how to say the name of the guy who stars in this? I know that because I think
Fred Hampton.
No, that's the character. Daniel, is it?
I think it's Kaluuya. I think,
because I'm looking on the Wiki, and it has like Kaluja is like how it says, but I think
it's Kaluuya. But
okay.
Don't kill me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. You know, I always used to tell my students at the broadcasting school, if you're not sure, get on YouTube before you go on the air and look it up. And then what did we do, Cameo? We did not do that, but that's okay.
Exact opposite.
Yeah, it's based on it's a movie that is directed and produced by Shaka King from a screenplay written by King and Will Burson. It's based on the Black Panther Party, Fred Hampton, who was the chairman in the late 60s. And then there was like you could tell by the name of the movie, there was some betrayal along the way. So
yeah.
First of all, I will just say this movie, I felt like it had kind of like that Spike Lee type of feel, with the cinematography being real good, the music being, you know, like it was a very artistic type film as well.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
No, I really enjoyed it. I felt like there's a couple of things that I'll say before or after what I thought about it. I enjoyed it. It was very, very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of brought up some hateful feelings towards racist people.
Right. That's okay. You should have hateful feelings.
Yeah. I mean, you know, racism. Some people were like, well, Cameron, you look white. Granted, yes, I do. But I'm half black. And seeing all that stuff, you know, I'm glad I didn't have to grow up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, having stuff like that. You know, I'm glad, you know, there's some remnants of that not happening anymore, not as a wide scale. But yeah, I mean, it brought up some feelings because I mean that it's a real heavy topic when it comes to racism. And then, you know, there's some parallels to I'm not going to get into the whole movie because we're not spoiling it. But it's brought up some of the things that have happened recently. And recently, I mean, like within the past few years.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it was good. It was heavy. I think Daniel Kaluuya, Lakeith Stanfield, they really put their heart and soul into the characters. And going into this movie, I didn't know it was a true story based on true people. So I was just like, wow, okay, this you know is even more heavy to me, because these are real people. It's not like, you know, it's not like, you know, somebody made this story up.
Right. It's just interesting to me because it's like you were saying, it was there was a lot of discord. There was a lot of fight between their group and the authorities. Mm-hmm. And at first, like, they weren't even that militarized. They were pretty much, you know, teaching lessons and just trying to better their lives and the lives around them. And, you know,
yeah, I mean, trying to set up a free clinic for for your people, because nobody else is going to take care of you. So why not your own people?
Right. But and then it seemed like they were antagonized to the point too that they felt like this was their only recourse. And like, it really, like you were saying, I thought it kind of like made a statement on some of the civil unrest that's happened recently due to real oppression. Okay.
Right.
Like real people that are, you know, losing their lives and not being treated equally. Not just.
Yeah. Gina Carano.
Right. Yes. So I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was, I love the acting in it. You know, however his name is said, He was
Daniel Kaluuya.
He was awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
He was so good in it. And he's been in lots of things. Wasn't he in Black Mirror? Wasn't like the first thing I saw him in?
Yeah, he was in one of the Black Mirror episodes.
Yeah, like
he
one
was
of the first,
also in Get Out.
Yeah, right.
He was in Black Panther.
True. Yep, that's it.
He was in another movie where he was straight gangster.
Really?
And I can't remember the name of it, but I'll tell you this little part. Maybe somebody can, whenever they're watching this, tell me in the comments. Oh my goodness. I guess there was somebody that was being a snitch or whatever. And so he goes to these two people that were accused of being snitches. He was like, so I heard you can rap. And so the two guys, one of them starts to beatbox and the other one starts, spitting. Well, after they're done spitting, he's like, he holds up his gun and shoots them both. He was like, he compliments them and he's like, yeah, that was good. That was good. It goes pop, pop. And they're both gone.
Wow.
So, I mean, he was straight gangster in this movie, but I cannot remember the name of that movie though.
Man, there's like a few movies I'm trying to see though. Welcome to the Punch. He was also in Kick-Ass 2. He was Black Death.
Oh, really?
He was in Sicario, Johnny English Reborn, Shoot the Messenger, Cast, Chat Room, Baby, Widows, Queen and Slim, A Christmas Carol.
Queen and Slim, that was a good movie as well. I recommend that movie as well.
Right on. So, but yeah, like I said, he's really good, like really good in this movie and a lot of the other movies too. So Jesse Plemons, you probably recognized him in a lot of movies. He was recently in one of the Fargo seasons. I think he's either married to Kirsten Dunst or engaged or dating.
I remember that movie now. It was Widows with what's her name? I'm bad with names today. I'm so sorry, guys.
That's okay, but Widows, I'm gonna have to check that one out. That one looks good.
Do that. That's a really good movie as well.
And then
because it has what's his name? Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing because Daniel Kaluuya is tied with Jordan Peele with Get Out, and then their skit on Key and Peele, Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that was a good one. Dominique Fishback, another one that I recognized because she was in The Deuce on HBO. I love that show. If you ever watched that one, it's pretty naughty. Pretty naughty Cameo. It's about the ladies of the night who worked around that area, and then the people who did the pornography kind of brought it into more of an artistic form back in that day. So that's what that's all about. So that's that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah. Very good movie. And a lot of action in it too. Yeah. So, like I say, the story moves you. It's a really good one. Keeps you interested. Mm-hmm. It was filmed I liked it. I liked the tone of it.
Yeah, I heard Ryan Coogler was part of this movie too.
Oh, really? I did not know that. Okay, so there's another movie that I haven't watched yet, but I'm going to put it out on for everybody to watch it, hopefully. Synchronic. It's on Synchronic, maybe. I'm not sure how you pronounce it now. But it's on Amazon to rent, and I'm going to watch it this week. It's a science fiction horror movie, but it stars our guy, Anthony Mackie.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to see that too.
So, yeah. So it is on Amazon Prime, right? Or, yeah, to rent, though, not the Prime Video where you get to watch it for free. So I'm just throwing that one out there because I haven't seen it yet and I want to watch it. And so everybody watch it, and that way we can discuss next time.
All right. Oh, and I will say this. I kind of enjoyed Firefly Lane on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
It has Katherine Heigl in it. I hadn't seen her in anything in quite some time.
right.
But yeah, she's in it along with the dog from Roseanne, the blonde one.
You said the daughter,
Yeah,
the one who plays Becky.
yeah, Sarah Chalk.
Oh, I didn't know she was in anything else. That's cool.
Yeah, I believe that's her.
Mm.
Hold on, let me.
You probably messed that
IMDb
all
it real
up.
quick.
You got it all wrong.
Right.
But that one's on Netflix.
Yep, that's on Netflix.
You know what I've been watching since last week's Saturday Night Live? Say it with me. Schneike's Creek.
Oh yeah, I heard that was pretty good.
It is pretty good. I've enjoyed it. It's called Schitt's Creek, but it's spelled SCHITT.
SCHITT.
Yeah, so we're not cursing here. We're
Yeah,
keeping it PG.
she was Becky.
Nice. The first
Yep.
Becky? The
Yep.
original Becky?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, cool. So that one's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched that Cecil Hotel one. It was all right.
Oh, is that good?
It was all right. Nah, honestly, it's a lot of fluff. If you watch the first and like the last episode, then you can cut out all the dumb stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like it presents you with a whole lot of theories that by the end are easily debunked. So it's like, well, why did I need to watch all that then? You know what I mean?
Right.
Questions that like I'm having throughout the whole thing, like, well, what's this? Why didn't they do this? And then they're like, okay, well, finally we released this information. I'm like, well, if you would have just done that, then nobody would thought that this was a mystery, you know? So, but that hotel is crazy. Like if you look at the history of it and stuff, it's spooky. I wouldn't want to go there.
Nah, forget all that.
Yeah, spooky. Me and you had talked about a while back, I guess as we're wrapping up here, Cameo.
Okay.
We were talking about like some horror movies that you might watch along with me because I want to do some watch alongs and I love watching horror movies with you to get your reaction. But there's a long list of horror movies you will not watch. A long list. Like most horror movies. I think we generally decided that Killer Clowns from Outer Space would be acceptable.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, there is a new movie. It's an action horror film.
What is it?
It's with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, was it the jujitsu movie?
I think it's like no. That's not horror at all. But I did watch that though.
Is that one just a like a kung fu movie or something? Like a martial arts movie?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It looked pretty good though.
Oh, let me see. I'm trying to find it right now, but yeah, basically think of Chuck E. Cheese's Willy's Wonderland. That's what it's called. Willy's Wonderland.
Okay.
Go check out that trailer when you can. It's basically, like I was saying, if the Chuck E. Cheese characters came to life.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Killers.
Yeah. Like that one movie that they put out not too long ago. It was it was based off the old show. It was like like they look like Showbiz Bears or whatever. Did you see that one? That one's pretty good. I like that one. Oh man, I can't remember the name of it because I think it was based off of like some Hanna-Barbera, but they made it like more of like a horror type movie. Yeah. But okay, so what about Monster Squad? Would you watch Monster Squad?
What's Monster Squad?
It's the old kids. It's like more for kids. About like where like this group of kids is trying to stop these monsters that come to their town, like, you know, but it's like Dracula, Wolfman, you know, it's not scary.
I think I'll watch that. We'll see.
Okay, that one's good. And then Exorcist, you're down for that one, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, whatever.
I already have my demons. I don't need to add more to them.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No. Ghostbusters. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right. Well, I can
Ninja
work
Turtles.
That's not scary.
It is scary.
Well, I mean, I
You
guess
have life-size turtles that kick butt, man. That's scary.
I mean, that would be scary. Yes, I would be scared if that was a real life situation. So, all right, Cameo. Well, I believe that is a wrap for me. That makes
all right.
It's a wrap for you as well.
Yes, it is.
Coming up next in the rocking chair is.
Oh, Zoo.
Yeah. Well, as always, keep it nerdy.
Put a smile on your face.
Ooh, Wakanda forever. Do I get to say that one?
Yeah, you can.
Yay!
Freeze all motor punches.